Uh, in the name of Almighty Allah, the entirely merciful and the especially merciful. Most welcome to writing class, dear students. I hope you are safe and sound and you are doing so well. You are happy with your families. سلام و درود به همه شاگردان عزیز. امیدوار هستم که همه‌تون جور و صحتمند باشین. Dear students, in previous lecture we studied descriptive paragraph and then I asked you to write one descriptive paragraph. I hope you have followed the lesson and wrote a descriptive paragraph. Now in this lecture we are going to study two more types of paragraphs, which are expository and persuasive. We will study them. Okay, let's get started then, dear students. Okay. You see, the expository, some students mispronounce this. They pronounce it expository. Expository is not the exact pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is expository. Now, let's talk about the namely explanation of the word expository first. Let me explain you that what does expository mean and where does it come from, right? Now, first of all, let's talk about this. Okay. Okay. Now, the first we have is the word expository. Now, what does expository itself means? Expository. So, the word expository is taken from the word expose, right? Or it refers to the word expose, right? Now, expository is taken from the word expose. Expose means to, it actually means to uncover, right? To uncover or to display, to exhibit, to reveal. So these are the meaning, right? To exhibit, to reveal. It means from the name explanation we understand that expose means to reveal, to show, to uncover something. Suppose there is a topic, there is something hidden, and then you expose it. So that's the one meaning of the word expository, right? And then we have the other forms of this one, exposition. Now, what's exposition, right? Now, what's exposition? According to grammar, exposition is a noun, which means a clear and detailed explanation. What does it mean? Exposition means a clear and detailed explanation, right? So that's exposition. And then we have a expositive. We also have the word expositive, right? So expositive itself means like expository, right? There isn't any big difference. And the person who exposed things or revealed things is called expositor. Now this is the person who exposes things, right? Expositor. And then expository, expository, a lot of people say expository. Now expository means pertaining to exposition of the nature of containing an expression's explanation, right? So expository means to explain something, okay, to reveal something, to show something, to uncover something, right? Now شاگردان عزیز این بود تشریحی اسمی از expository که expository معنایش از توضیحی یا تفسیری برش ما میگیم، یا نمایشی که یک چیز را با ما نمایان میکنه، عیان میکنه، not نمایان میبخشین، عیان میسازه. So exposition means شرح یا بیان. Exposition means شرح یا بیان یا تفسیر یا نمایشگاه برش ما گفته میتونیم. و expositor or expositor means توضیح دهنده که تشریح میکنه، یعنی یک چیز را نشان میکنه. خب از اینجا تا یک خوب فهمیده باشین که expository means is taken from the word expose, which means to uncover or to reveal something. This was the named explanation. Let's come to this definition. Now, expository paragraph, a paragraph that explains, exposes, and analyzes the topic is called expository paragraph. میگه یک پاراگرافی است که تشریح میکنه آشکار می‌سازه، افشا میکنه یا نشان میدهد. and analyze همچنان تحلیل میکنه the topic یک موضوع را عبارت از پاراگراف expository است یا پاراگراف تفسیری یا توضیحی است. right now what we say that what's the itself say, the expository comes from the word expose, which means reveal. As I said before, that expository comes from the word expose, which means to reveal something, right? Now we say that in an expository paragraph you give information, you explain a subject, give directions or show how something happens. In expository writing or paragraph, linking words like first, second, then, and finally are usually used to help readers follow the ideas easily. Now, شاگردان عزیز، an expository paragraph که از کلمه expose گرفته شده است که expose مانا اشکار ساختن، نشان دادن، افشا کردن را میگن یا تشریح کردن را میگن. یک پاراگرافی که یک توپیک را تشریح میکنه و واضح میسازه، شرح میده، تفسیرش میکنه و ساده تحلیلش میکنه. Right. So expository paragraphs, remember that expository paragraphs are non-fiction writing or non-fiction paragraphs. Sometimes, not all the time. Their purpose is to give information to readers in organized format. Writers, remember that writers give reasons, facts, or details to support the main idea. And everywhere it happens, in every paragraph we give reasons, facts, which will support the main idea or the topic sentence. Writers use stoplight to organize an expository paragraph. Here we try to organize a paragraph by using stoplight. Students often we often focus a lot on this stuff, so we do this, right? Now, in an expository paragraph, we give information. Remember that we explain the subject, give directions, or show how something happens. An expository paragraph linking words, as I mentioned before, again I just come as a recap because these are the important first, second, third, and these transition words are used, right? Now this expository paragraph is like any other paragraphs, organizes itself around the three parts. It has, like other paragraphs, it has topic, allows the reader to understand what you are writing about, and the middle part of the paragraph contains supporting sentences that follow one another in logical sequence of steps. The concluding sentence, we say that closes your subject or our topic, or with an emphasis on the final product or process desired by the topic. Now remember that all paragraphs should contain a topic sentence. All paragraphs should contain topic sentence. It may be even more important in expository paragraph, because this is where the main idea of the paragraph is expressed. This topic sentence lets the reader know what the rest of the paragraph will discuss. Topic sentence is very important in expository paragraph. That's why I magnified the topic sentence here in expository paragraph. So let's move on. Now, important tips for writing an expository paragraph. Before you start writing an expository paragraph, you have to keep this in mind. Have enough information. Suppose you are explaining or you are exposing the computer usage. You are exposing something that you have full command on it. So suppose you are explaining computer, and a part of computer, if you are explaining it, you are giving directions to people. So you should know about that fully by yourself. You should have full command on that stuff. You have enough information. Should be step by step. You have to know that I'm explaining this thing, so I have to explain the first thing and then to the second, third, fourth. As I said that in writing an expository paragraph, in an expository paragraph, what we do, we try to use the transitional words such as first, second, third. So you have to write it step by step. Outlining or jotting outline So outlining and jotting outlining are also paid attention in expository paragraph. Now, what is outlining actually? Outlining means that the main ideas or facts about something without details. For suppose you are mentioning the main important points before you write, and then you jot them, right? That's called outlining. Outlining also we say a line or the edge which shows the shape. But here we say that the outlining means a plan for a plan for writing, in which each new idea or fact is separately written down. So now this is outlining, right? You should outline it. Transition words are used in, as I said before, that in expository paragraphs, some transitional words are used. Transitional words such as first, second, third, and other transitional words which help us to explain something or someone should be used in an expository paragraph. Should be clear, exact, and accurate. Whatever you explain, like you don't have to say something from yourself. It should be based on evidence, right? Or should be based on your personal experience. It should be clear, exact, and accurate. If you're writing something which is not clear and exact and accurate, it means you are not writing something accurate about in an expository paragraph. You're exposing something which is not true. So you have to expose things which are true, right? Now, then we have logical enough, right? It should be logically, like you explain something that everybody understands. I mean, everybody should come to an agreement with you. You don't have to say something which is not logically acceptable or which is not rational, which people consider irrational, shouldn't be mentioned in an expository paragraph, right? Periodical actions, so there should be actions. For example, you explain something, you're exposing a topic based on history. There should be periodical actions, right? The periodical actions, we say that in which we pay attention to the time, right? So we say that which happens a number of times. Periodical means which happens a number of times, usually at the regular times, right? Now, whatever you explain should be happening a number of times, or right? So that's what we say. Periodical. It should be periodical, right? Now, شاگردان عزیز داری براتون تشریح میکنه وقتی که شما یک اکسپوزیتوری پاراگراف نوشته میکنین، باید از همه اولتر باید کافی معلومات در مورد اون تاپیک یا چیزی که شما میخواین واضح یا افشا بسازین داشته باشین. should be step by step، باید قدم به قدم باشه، یعنی شما آگاهی مکمل در مورد موضوع داشته باشین. سوم از outlining or jotting. outlining means این چیزای نقاط کلام را نوشته کردن یا یادآوری کردن باید شما ذکر کنین. دیگهش transitional words، کلمات انتقالی که مثلا first، second، third، اول، دوم، سوم چی هستن یا زیاد که ما براتون تشریح کرده بودم شما استفاده کنین در expository paragraph. should be clear, exact and accurate. باید واضح، مشخص و همچنان دقیق باشه. چیزی که شما میگین باید صحیح باشه. اینطوری که یک چیز را از خود بگوین یا یک چیزی که درست نباشه بر اساس ثبوت و چیزا نباشه باید در اکسپوزیتوری پاراگراف ذکر نشه. دیگهش از logical اینا باید منطقی باشه، کافی منطقی باید باشه. وقتی که شما چیزی را تشریح میکنین، مثلا یک چیزی از hidden است، put است یا مخفی است، شما میخواین که را واضح بسازین، اشکار کنین، باید او لاجیکال باشه، یعنی منطقی باشه، مردم قبول کنه. تو نه که یک چیز غیر منطقی بگویی، باید منطقی چیز گفته شود که مردم قبول کنه. periodical action، periodical خب ما پیشم گفتم که مثلا periodically تو میشه که واقعا مسلسل به طور منظم باید واقع شده باشه یه عمل، right? so you have tips است که باید شما یاد داشته باشین وقتی که میخواین یک expository paragraph نوشته کنین. Now, I said that in expository paragraph we analyze a topic. See, for instance, you are asked to develop the topic sentence. مثلا topic sentence ما پیشم یادآوری کردم که خیلی مهمتر است در expository paragraph. مثلا شما سوال کرده است که owning a car can be expensive. میگم موتور داشتن یک کار آسان نیست، یعنی موتور داشتن قیمت سخت است، گرانبهاست. موتور داشتن میگه گرانبها شده میتونه، قیمتی شده میتونه بر شما. ولی چطور مردم نمیفهمه که چطور owning car can be expensive. Now people do not understand how owning car can be expensive. So now let's analyze it. In this topic sentence, the controlling idea is expensive. We know that owning a car is what? That's a topic, and expensive is the controlling idea. A topic sentence has two parts, right? What kind of support are you going to use for this topic sentence? Now Ali چه قسم حمایه جملات حمایه کننده شما میخواین که برای topic sentence شما بدهین. Now what do you think? Let's see. Does this topic sentence suggest you tell a story or describe something? این topic sentence که از بر شما خونه میگن که بر شما میگن که یک چیزی رو تشریح کنین یا یک قصه بکنین. چی میگن براتون؟ And the answer is no. باتمان قصه نمیکنه، جوابش no است. Because the topic sentence tells you to support the controlling idea of this topic. بخاطر از اینکه topic sentence بتان نمیگه که قصه کنین. این میگن که این موضوع را شما support کنین. چگونه support میکنین؟ باید دلیل داشته باشین. Now how to support the controlling idea with information, explanation, facts and illustration. و این نظریه را باید شما چگونه آلی تشریح کنین حمایه کنین. مثلا میتونین که شما سپورت کنین ایره با اضافه کردن یا با دادن معلومات، تشریح حقایق و همچنان تظاهرات باید داشته باشین در مورد ازی. ولی سپورت مثلا کنترولینگ ایدیا اکسپنسیو، ولی کنترولینگ ایدیا اکسپنسیو را ما سپورت میکنیم. ببینید ما میگیم که اون کار can be expensive. How it can be expensive? See cost of purchase first, and cost of fuel, cost of maintenance, cost of repair, and traffic problems. Now if you consider all these 5 points in owning car can be expensive, so you will find that these 5 points, 5 ideas support the word expensive, right? Now this is called the first step of writing expository paragraph. Now let's put it in the form of example, in the form of paragraphs. You see that? Okay, now owning car can be expensive. A car costs a lot of money these days. In addition to the price, you have to pay for the fuel cost, which costs a lot of money. Nowadays, later, once you pay for the fuel, not to forget about outlay of maintenance, because the area is full of thieves. As you know better, one of the friend's car was stolen recently. One of my friend's car was stolen recently. Leave it. The expenditure of repair kills the owner, and the traffic problems take off the clothes. All these take a chunk of your salary. ببینین پوینت ها را که ما اونجا در supporting در حالت supporting آورده بودم. cost of purchase بود، fuel بود، expenditure همچنان، traffic problems بود، همه چیزا بودن. حالی مثل یک expository یا یک paragraph نوشته کردم که example expository paragraph. Now this is example of expository paragraph. You can see it. You expose something. یک چیز را آشکار ساختم. یک چیز پنهان است آشکار شده است. پنهانی است که چطور expensive شده میتونه. اون امور ما واضح تر ساختیم. Example television TV is a source of information. میگه تلویزیون یک منبع معلومات هستن. یک در شاگردان یا یک در مردم قبول نمیکنن. How معلومات بدن. It gives a lot of information about the world sitting in our house. We can know about the rest of the world through television. That is why I suggest every compatriot to watch TV for news channels, get sufficient information about the world. این اگزامپل دومی است در مورد expository paragraph. شما میتونید که ببینید. Okay, dear students, now I hope you understood on the expository paragraph. Now we are going to study another one, which is a persuasive paragraph. Let's study the persuasive paragraph and let me explain them through name. So what is persuasive paragraph and how do we define persuasive paragraph? For the definition will come later on. First let's talk about the persuade. Now the persuasive paragraph, the word persuasive is taken from the word persuade. Persuasive. The word persuasive is taken from the word persuade, which is persuade is a verb form, which means to like you say that to make someone decide to do something, especially by giving them reasons why they should do it, or asking them many times to do it. It simply means to convince someone, to cause to believe someone, or to satisfy someone by giving them by giving them logical and rational reasons, convincing reasons, right? This is how we say that. So persuade means to make someone decide. Again, I would say that to make someone decide especially by giving them examples, right? Now, this is the meaning of persuasive. Now, we have the noun form of the persuadable is the other form which are able to be persuaded, and then we have the persuasively, verb form. Persuasion is the noun form, which means to the act of persuading someone to do something. Persuasion is that. And then persuasive is itself, this one is persuasively is an adjective form, verb form. Persuasive is an adjective form. Persuasiveness again is the noun form. شاگردان عزیز persuade as persuasive از کلمه persuade گرفته شده است که persuade تشویق کردن را میگن. مثلا کسی را تشویق میکنی تا یک کار را انجام بدهد با ارائه کردن مثالهای زیاد را تو را تشویق میکنی، تو را قانع میسازی یا قناعت میدهی که یک کار را بکنه یا یک کار را نکنه. persuasive تشویقی، ما میگیم که پاراگراف تشویقی، right؟ پاراگرافی که در اون ما یک کس را یا یک شخص را تشویق میسازیم تا یک کار را انجام بدهد یا یک کار را انجام میدهد از او دست بگیرد، درسته؟ یعنی در دو حالت ما کس را تشویق میکنیم. so that's persuasive. now چگونه تعریف persuasive را ما میکنیم؟ ما و شما as you see that مثل که قسم که شما خودتان دیده میتونین که persuasive paragraph is a paragraph in which you want to persuade the readers, listener or viewers feel and take actions about certain ideas or issues. میگه در پاراگراف تشویق کننده میگه sorry is a paragraph in which you want to persuade the readers. میگه پاراگراف میگن که در کدام ما میخوایم که تشویق کنیم خواننده خود، گوش دهنده خود و همچنین تماشاچی خود که فیل احساس کنه یا take actions یا یک عمل را انجام بده about certain ideas or issues در مورد یک نظریه خاص یا در مورد یک مسئله. Now, persuasive is also called argument paragraph because here we argue with people, a persuasive paragraph tries to convince the reader that a particular point of view is worthy of consideration. It wants you to consider both sides of an issue, but it reveals bias in favor of one side or another. Here اینجا ما مثلا یک کسر ایرا استدلالی پاراگراف هم میگن به خاطر از این که ما با خواننده یا لسنر یا ویور دلیل میدهیم، بحث میکنیم کتشان right که یک کار انجام بده یا یک کار که از این طور است یا او قسم هستن، ما او را تشویق میسازیم که یک کار انجام بده. مثلا یک پاراگرافی که درون شما یک کس تشویق میسازین که یک کار بکنه یا نکنه، عبارت از persuasive paragraph است. Right now we also say that persuasive paragraph provides the opportunity to convince someone to adopt a particular viewpoint. Like we try to give various examples, various ideas which will help the reader to do a certain action which is going to convince him to do or not to do an action, right? Now it's very common, right, to convince someone by giving them examples, rational and logical examples, right? Okay. Now, in persuasive writing, we try to use the facts and strong reasons to support the details and make the readers agree. شاگردان عزیز، وقتی که ما میخوایم که کسی را تشویق بسازیم، ما کوشش میکنیم که حقیقت‌های یا علت‌های بسیار قوی و محکم یا بسیار استدلال منطقی برش بکنیم تا او تشویق شود که یا خواننده ما تشویق شود که کتی ما موافقت کنه. facts اول خب ما حقیقت ها را بگیم که اینجا ذکر دو چیز را کردیم، یکیش بود facts دیگهش بود reason. facts are the statements which can be proved. For example, fire is burning. ولی وقتی که ما یک کس را تشویق میکنیم ما میتونیم که یک کس را از دو راه تشویق کنیم. یکی این است که بر زو ما حقایق را بیان کنیم. حقایق این چیزهایی هستند که همه کس قبول میکنه و یا بیانیه جمله هایی هستند که هر کس قبول میکنه، سوال نمیکنه، یعنی they are proof، اونا ثابت شده میتونه. مثلا مثال fire is burning، ولی آتش که سوزان است، همه میفهمه، هیچ کس اصلا دلیل نمیخواد که چطور آتش سوزان است یا چطور نیست. it's a fact، حقیقت از همه قبول میکنه. دیگهش ما گفتم که reasons، میتونیم که یک کس را با با گفتن دلیل یا کتش استدلال کردن یا دلیل گفتن هم میتونه که کسی تشویق کنه. Now giving reason to convince, because without reason nobody is ready to accept. ولی اگه میخوان که کسی را تشویق بسازین بدون دلیل، هیچ کس را شما تشویق کردن نمیتونین. هر کس که باشه باید برشان دلیل بگوین تا یک تشویق شوه، یک کار انجام بده. What you are trying to say and trying to give strong reasons in order to convince your readers to the point and idea you have about problem. یک مشکل است که تو میخوای که خواننده خود تشویق بسازی، باید علتهای یا حقایقی را بیان کنی که تا اونمو بر اساس اونمو حقایق خواننده تان تشویق شوه تا یک کار را انجام بدهه یا از یک کار دست سر بگیره. مثلا our opinion چرا میگن؟ Opinion is the personal feeling which can't be proved. So you have to search for strong opinions. For instance, the opinions of experts and your own experience can be very good evidence. Collect the opinions and make a list. ما فيش حقائق را بیان کردم، دیگهش بود نظریه یعنی opinion یا reasons. ریزن اپینین چیست؟ میگه احساسات یا نظریه خودتان است که ثابت شدن نمیتونه. So you have to search. بنابراین شما باید با اپینین قوی یا زیاد قبول کننده قابل قبول نظریات را جستجو کنین. به طور مثال شما میتونین که نظریات یک کس را یک ماهر را که در چیز زیاد میفهمه، یک دانا یک کسی که زیاد میفهمه در مورد یک موضوع از او بگیرین یا چیزی، یعنی از اون نظریات دیگه کسا را نقل بکنین تا یک ثبوت خوب باشه که یک شخص تشویق شوه. Collect the opinions and make a list. میگه اول از هم اولتر اگر میخواین کسی تشویق بکنین، از هم اولتر باید شما نظریاتی مردم دیگر را کلکت یعنی جمع کنین، بعدش یک لیست جور کنین. بعد از اون میگه باز حقایق و این اپینین خودتان باشه، اپینین کسی دیگه باشه بیارین و تا او شخص را تشویق بسازین. Take into account در نظر خود بگیرین when you are writing persuasively you have to understand your readers in following terms. میگه وقتی که شما میخواین کس تشویق بکنین، شما باید ریدر خود یعنی خواننده خود در این حالت بفهمین. Who is your reader? You have to understand that who is your reader. Analyze your reader, right, or audience. اول باید اولتر بفهمین که با کسی که شما میخواین تشویق کنین او کی است. اول باید خواننده را مشخص بکنن. دومی how much does your reader know about the topic. این چیزی که یعنی خواننده در مورد تاپیک تان چقدر میفهمه. Right, so you should understand the level of understanding of your reader about your topic or whatever you are writing in order to convince him. باید بفهمین که او چقدر در مورد تاپیکی که یا موضوعی که تو میخوای رو تشویق کنی میفهمه. Does your reader have the concern about the topic? آیا خواننده تو که برش یک یعنی پاراگراف نوشته میگه آیا او دلچسپی داره؟ Right? Is he interested in it? If he's not interested, then your all struggle and efforts will go away. And you don't have to write things because he is not going to read it. He will just throw it away without opening it or without even reading a single thing, without previewing it. So you have to understand that whether the person whom I'm writing to is concerned about this. Does my topic refer to him or not? Does he want to read it or not? Right? What fact, reason and opinion can be convincing for the readers. ولی کدام حقایق، دلیل ها و همچون نظریات میگه قناعت بخش بوده میتونه به خواننده ما. باید این چند سوالات را که هستن که خود جواب بکنید. You have to understand that what facts shall I bring so that my or reason and opinion shall I bring or shall I collect or shall I write down so that I can convince my reader. So you have to read or pay attention to your reader in these four. پیش از این که شما یک خط را نوشته میکنید باید خواننده خود از این 4 سوالاتی که پیش تشریح کردم باید بفهمین، بشناسین. Organize your evidence. مثلا تو ثبوت جمع‌آوری کردی حالا باید رو ترتیب کنی. Once you collect the evidence, then you have to make the logical order for your evidence. Which point can be convincing, where at the first or second. You like prioritize them like based on the orders or coherence that I taught you. مثلا تو ثبوت جمع‌آوری کردی حالی باید از خود سوال کنی که کدام ثبوت را یا کدام نظریه در کدام جا بدهیم تا خوب کنات بخش باشه، جایش یا تغییر بدین در اول، در مابین، در آخر، در کل هر جایی که باشه باید شما ببینید. So you have to ask yourself that where my this opinion, this evidence can be more convincing. If it can be more convincing at the beginning, put it there in the middle or at the end. Wherever you think can be more convincing, put it there. Put your evidence there. The structure of persuasive is as follows. The structure of persuasive, ساختار persuasive این قسم است. The topic sentence state the topic and your opinion topic sentence که نظریه تا topic را و نظریه تا تشریح میکنن. The body of the paragraph provides evidence. Body of paragraph که support میکنه یا ثبوت را برش حمایه میکنه نظریه را. The concluding part که خلاصه تر میکنه یعنی چیزایی که واضح میکنه و دوباره بیانش میکنه. Example این است مثلا آیا کسی سیگرت میکشه. There is a person who smokes cigarette. The topic sentence is smoking cigarettes can be an expensive habit. Now how can be expensive habit? Someone is there is a person who smokes cigarette یا کسی سیگرت میکشه حالا تو تشویق میکنه که یک عادت خوب نیست که توانی میکنه شما را یعنی زیاد پیسه تا میگیره. How it can be supporting sentences. These are the supporting sentences. این supporting sentences شما خودتان خوانده میتونید شاگردان عزیز وقتی که کسی را اینا را بخوانه ما مطمئن هستم که اونا تشویق خواهد شدن که سیگرت نکشه. You see this? Now I have collected. Now let's put it in the persuasive example. حالا میتونیم که مثل پاراگراف نوشته کردیم ویدیو را با خود پاس کنین و بخوانین اینها را. You see that? Example number 1, example of persuasive paragraph. And this is another example of persuasive paragraph. Smoking cigarettes is hazardous to your health. How the supporting sentences. You see the supporting sentences. No, these are the supporting sentences, dear students. Check it out. And then example number 2 in the form of paragraph. You see that? Now this is okay. From the dread disease up to here it is. Okay, dear student, this was our today's topic, and this is the last topic. I think this is the 10th week, and we have covered the curriculum. And if you have any questions, suggestions regarding today's lessons or the overall lessons, you are most welcome to ask me. Stay safe, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you.